Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First down, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going. Play gets him a cry for 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Prescott now from the 50. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle.
And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red in Kansas City. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it. Here we go. 180. Team. Pilot. 64.
They'll line with Tevin Coleman, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. On the game's first play, and it's second down now. Throwing on second down, Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And all the way down to the 27. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A first carry now. This is Williams. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Motion, 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 motion. Let's go, baby.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
21.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, 49ers nothing.
Here we go. Like 20. 65.
Yo.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Here we go. 11.
On 3rd down, Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. He finds Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
12, now, here we go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 2.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deep.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Again, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now here's Mahomes. It's caught at the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. With those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now, pass complete here to Sanders, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Open man is Samuel, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. What's the ball?
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go. Hey, 15. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Yellow. He's coming, double up. Hayward. Mike 54. Blue Dan.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Mike's by 4. Recon, 132 fight. Lucky.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Garoppolo, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. What do you need? 53 at the left. I got you.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Chris Jones gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will...
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hand on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome. Playing a little bit of Madden today. It's gonna be fun. Let's see who we get to play against first.
So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros.
Alright.
Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
How's everybody's day going? It's so weird to talk on a live stream with nobody there. Just feels like you're talking to yourself. And I do enough of that. So, you know what I mean? LOL.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The Florida Atlantic man Greg Joseph ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville.
Looks like we're playing the Dallas Cowboys. Right there in the pistol formation already.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A first down carry by Elliott.
There you go.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
That's okay.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Single back ace close. Definitely my #1 play. I love this play. I love playing this play.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off play action, Tannehill.
Look at that.
Got him in, it's Brown. Touchdown, Titans! A.J. Brown, 56 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Shit. We're going to 54. Right here.
What are you doing?
A first down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Jim.
The beauty about this
Here's Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Well, throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline.
Got the first down.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Got it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
Come on, Dion. I'm going to definitely throw it to Dion right here. Yep.
They snap it to Tannehill. And that's complete to Lewis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 7-7, our score after one.
60 Pittsburgh. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's get it.
They keep it with Henry on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
General West. Hey, Haywood.
Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Hopefully get it in right away.
Here we go. 60 or 54. You ready,
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
All right. So, right there.
On 2nd and goal, Tannehill. Forced out to his left.
Oh.
To the goal line,
like
but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
We'll run this one.
Look at me, zipper!
It's right.
Here's Henry. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they
3 points. I wish we had gotten more, but that's okay.
101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
You know, just happy with what we have so far. And hopefully we'll be able to get more now from now forward. We have marked on the chat a little bit there.
Because then the defense has the advantage.
Yeah, I guess he left.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. To throw is Prescott.
All right, here we go.
And the tight
Boom.
defense steps up,
Get sacked.
and down he goes.
2 minutes left. 2nd and 13. I don't think he's going to go for it.
10-7.
I think he's going to play it safe. I'm hoping he will throw a pick. A pick right here would do me very well.
When halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Here we go.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Now Prescott, he'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back. That's caught at the 25. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
But that's okay. I'm okay if he scores because then I have a chance to run it all the way down. I'm like, you know, I'm okay with that. Yep. Okay, all right.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1 yard line.
I don't want to call a timeout.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All my time.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
I think I'm going to stop this run right here. I think I am. I think I can. If it's anything like the last run, he runs the same play. I mean, he's running the clock down all the way. Which, I mean, I get. That's smart. That's smart. I just hate it.
They'll try again with Elliott.
Alright. I literally pressed him. Okay, Marvin. What was that Logan? That was Logan Ryan. Oh my gosh, Logan.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown.
14-10, 56 minutes left. I think we got some time. I think we can do something. Not too much damage, but we can definitely do something. And if I have, 3 timeouts left, maybe I can score a touchdown. I'm gonna try to go for the field goal, just because I feel like that'll be wiser. I don't want to force the ball, and then. What's up? What's up, Daddy? That's my dad.
Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence
How you doing today, Dad?
or I guess don't do
You doing good? Over there on the other side of the world. All right, here we go. Catch that. Catch that. Yes. Good play. That's what's up. You see that? That's Madden football right there. That's parental football. That's the Brazilian game at his best.
Excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Now Lewis here on first.
All right, right down the middle. See, now I'm out. We're okay. We're in field goal distance. I don't want to lose that. So just gonna keep it going, running down the hill. I mean, if he's just gonna lead to the clear right there for him, I'm okay with that. He had to call them on us so he could get his stuff straight, but that's cool. I don't mind. Let's see. See, he has the same formation. I'm just run it back down. Maybe I'll try to pass to Walker. Okay, alright. Thank you. Shout out to Dad.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill.
Dad's the one that moved to New England, or Maine, so that's where I get my love for the Patriots from. It's from my father, so I gotta thank him for introducing me to the greatest franchise of all time. So thank you, Dad.
Instead, they throw an interception and
they're kick right there. That's okay.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Not bad.
And the ball backed way
terrible.
up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock,
19 seconds left. He's not going to do anything.
And see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink.
Should have just went for the field goal. Like I said, I didn't want to force the ball, but I tried to. And here we are.
And he's taken down.
Even if I call 2 timeouts, it's pointless. But that's okay. You live and you learn.
As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack.
You live and you learn.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down,
you're not going to get anywhere. That's the thing about the 3-4 formation. Like sometimes, yes, a run will, be really good. And then you'll be like, they'll score a touchdown. But most of the time, the 3-4 formation, you can't really go anywhere with it. This is a pick. This is definitely a pick. Oh my goodness. Freaking Malcolm, man. This is where the Patriots drop. All you do is drop balls now. That's why nobody likes it. Freaking ball drop. Should have picked it. Alright, here we go. At least we get the ball in the second half. So, we're better off that way. Alright. Hey. Lag. Hey, that's okay.
When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Alright, here we go. Apparently, my man can't kick it. So we're starting off at the 40-yard line. Here you go. Right down. See, that was a risky throw. I don't know why I threw that. I shouldn't have thrown that.
All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds.
I gotta stay calm. I'm freaking out.
You know, the rap against us defenders is
here we go. We're gonna go gun.
Offensive guys who can't catch, and he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
That play is also a play that if you're not playing an experienced player, usually you'll have that play a lot. Because it's hard to, because the safety is going to go up with the other player. And then if the other guy, if the corner that's covering him isn't fast enough, he's going to lose every time. So that's a tip. R1. Oh, goodness.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dime. Nice grab. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not.
All right, let's go. Let's get it.
Without the catch. Hence, that great diving.
Can I get?
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Can I get a what's up on chat? That's what I want. I want a what's up.
It's Lewis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
It's so weird
That's
talking
gonna
to
wind up a
nobody.
loss of a full
It is
3 yards
literally
on
the
first down.
strangest thing. I need more traffic. If you nobody know somebody, I want
Looking for the end
kick.
zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very
Bad
close
decisions.
to a turnover there in
Bad
the end
decisions.
zone. The
I'm
intended
telling you,
receiver
man.
that time, Adam Humphries. And it's third down.
I think my man Wyatt's in the house. Wyatt, if you're in the house, hit that like button, Wyatt. Support a brother. Wyatt's my man. I only got one viewer.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
Alright, here we go. That's a stupid. I had one open, bro. Oh my goodness, stupid read.
Not only was the call
Stupid
spot
read.
on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was
gotta get better at that.
absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
To all
But
my
if there's a time
viewers,
to
I
force it,
just
he
want
felt
to
like
say
he needed
thank
to make
you
a play, right?
for
Yeah,
being
exactly
here
right. Third
with
down,
me.
you got to try and find
Gonna
something.
go for 3
There's
here
nothing available there
because
for
we
him.
already learned what happens when I go for it.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through
It
the
should have been
goalpost.
16-14,
And the lead is down to
but
1 now at 14-13.
So
a decent
here we go.
drive there to start the third quarter. They only
that
salvaged
is
3
okay.
out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
You live and you
Yeah,
learn.
there's still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some
here we
points.
go.
As you
He's
said,
not going
inching their
anywhere.
way back in. Time left
Right
to go
here.
out and get that victory.
And all that work,
Can't
but he
touch this.
stopped where he ultimately
Can't
would
touch
have
this.
been
I'm
had he
just kidding.
simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard
To
line.
literally get tackled by me.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here we go.
They'll start the drive with Elliott.
That was a dumb
They'll
play.
have a first down past the 40. And down to the 29-yard line.
Like I said, 3-4 most of the time will stop the run, except for when it doesn't. And then they go for 7 yards. 60, 40, 50 yards.
Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Rolling to
Yeah,
his
get-
right.
Oh, goodness.
Incomplete.
Kevin Byard, you're supposed to be good,
Really
bro.
helped there. Almost intercepted.
supposed to be
Instead,
good.
it's just second down.
I hate that.
Here's second
I
and
should
10
have
now
definitely
from
picked
the
that.
29.
Just because he's going against Jason Witten. Freaking grandpa of a tight end. Not even good. Here
Prescott to throw.
we go. Oh, my
He's
goodness.
got the
Oh,
connection to Cooper.
freaking
And he is
user.
into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
That was terrible.
Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the
But that's okay,
Cowboys,
we're
they
back
push
home.
out in front further. And this
No, he
is
missed
no
it.
good. It's a missed extra point.
That's
Boy,
good.
the tight
So we're only
game
down-
how
we're only down
important that
7.
turned out to be here as the second half
So that
rolls
was good.
along.
Now we can go. We can try to score
So
again.
with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Here we go.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Quick man. And I tell you, this is a new experience for me.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And
Like
last
therapy,
time able
talking to
get
myself.
3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something.
Here we
They
go.
mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
He's gonna run it.
Again,
Seems to
it's
be doing good for us before. Run it down the
So a
middle.
nice job to break the one tackle, but not
Didn't
much
work right
daylight
there.
after that as he's brought down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. 55's my guy. 55. Go.
To throw is Tannehill. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
I don't know.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down.
Hey, high 7. Mike 55. Check. Yes. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
That's what's up, baby. Let's go. Let's get it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly because they're not...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. DeMarcus
Lawrence, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm at the verge of quitting.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player,
you already won. GG,
disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
To try again after the sack. Tannehill. Buying time to his left.
That's stupid.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
So the reason I'm playing with all these teams is because I'm doing the challenge. I want to force myself to finish to win a game with all 32 teams. So far, we won Kansas City, we won Tampa Bay,
we won past the 35 before he's taken down.
If you guys want to check out the video on my channel,
25 yards. And that is going to do it.
We're doing good. It's just Tennessee for whatever reason.
On EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10
a video
at the 38.
coming out soon that has me winning against a friend of mine, but it wasn't like it wasn't a ranked match.
Caught by Davis.
Also counting because it was against a friend and it was
this one goes for 20.
So defensively here you've got the cushion. So I guess I have had a win with him. But
bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
Regardless,
they are. To me,
I just feel like I should be doing
and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of
hit the like button.
So they can't
Give us a like spike.
Being chased out left. And caught by Henry.
It's so easy to tackle right
Call
here,
it no
right?
gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Tannehill. And that'll be
Nothing I do is going right.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense,
sure
just
say
better
hi
defense.
Tell
I
us
think
hi,
you're right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball,
and
they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on fourth. Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown.
Terrible game. I hope whoever is watching, I feel bad for you to have to watch that one game. All right, I'm going back.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go on EA Sports. This is taking you to 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
This is going to be a very good game. If you are familiar with my YouTube channel, you have already seen the highlights to this game. Because I have probably already posted it.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon. That's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Murray throwing on second down. It's complete to Drake. And to the 36
Drake, not even that good, okay? Not even that good. People make him out to be this freaking god. Oh, he's not even good. That's all I'm gonna say.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he hits Drake. And he's got a first down of inside the midfield. And finally brought down at the 43.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but
right, here we go.
Progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved.
I have nobody there. Where is my freaking defense? Where's my middle linebacker? Where the heck is my little linebacker? This is literally the worst. Alright, let's go. Let's get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
Oh, good D. Sack.
Coming in hard that
Alright, let's
time
go.
on the
Let's
blitz,
get it.
and he gets him down.
See,
it's
this is
a
why
loss
I
of
like
4.
running 3-4. Because you will eventually get that sack. You will eventually get, after you cover them up, after you cover up his players,
so
especially if he was running back, or running quarterback, and he accidentally pressed the, slightly taps the run to the side, which releases one of the linemen.
And that one covered beautifully.
You are not going to
Their
sit
defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Murray with a
So
third
here we
and
go.
long.
Pick. Yep.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Oh, yes.
Picked off at the 23.
I like this game
And
much,
they will
much
take
better.
over at the
Let's get it. Single
26-yard
back case
line.
closed. We're going to start off the game
That
right.
time defensively
You already
looked
know
like
I'm about
they
to
showed
do.
quite a bit of pressure,
Like,
but
if I got
backed
Lamar,
off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
can't nobody touch me, okay? I know exactly how to play with Lamar Jackson.
quickly because he read
I don't
blitz.
think
He saw all those people.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
that was a little sad.
And they need to work to at
That's
least get
okay. We
some
got
of this
this. We got
yardage
this.
back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go.
Here's
All
Jackson.
right, come get it. Come get it. Blitz
Escaping the
everybody.
pressure right.
Blitz every
It's caught by
person in
Mark
the world,
Ingram.
bro. Let's get it. Ah, live under there. Bite to death.
There
Stay
goes
down.
Mark
Sit
Ingram.
your ass down. Get off me.
Fights
Get off
all
me,
the
bro.
way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark
Yeah,
Ingram,
yeah. That's
83 yards, as his guys are able to
People
strike
cannot
first
handle
here in
this,
this
bro.
opening
I'm telling you.
quarter. Well, he's used to
Damn,
running
the
at
coup.
that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Handled the truth. Good first start. Good start. Good start. Let's get
Arizona's
it.
offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will.
Bro,
And he nearly
split
got the
that one
first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards,
Obviously, he's
but
gonna
still
go for
4th
it.
down.
Wouldn't expect him to
And how
expect
about
him
the
to
call
do
here?
it.
They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
But that's okay, though. That's okay.
They do
Boom.
go for it.
Because
It's
that's what
Murray.
happens
Rush
when you go
coming,
for it.
and he's
Of
taken
course, and
down.
you don't run the ball.
Jalen Ferguson.
Get your
And
shit
that
set.
will force a turnover on
Congratulations.
downs.
Welcome to Madden football.
So they take a big,
Welcome
big
to
chance
Madden
here in their own
football.
territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the
Should be a
media,
quick touchdown.
right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Get off.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal.
That's what's up. You got another like on the video. Looks like we got a new subscriber. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is a pleasure to have you here with us.
From the gun, Jackson in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Hassan Reddick, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of
I really
8.
do appreciate it.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram.
Boom. Get off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As the Ravens push further out in front.
Because that would be just the
And the
coolest
kick
thing in
here
the
is
world.
good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away.
They
So
hit.
5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
You are not going anywhere. Let's get it. get after it, baby. Let's get after it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this
drive. Oh, that should have been
at least 3 points, get that 0. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Murray now on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on second down. Murray. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
How you doing? That is exactly how you do it. Is he going to quit? I expect him to quit.
What we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Subscribe.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Comment down below. Welcome to the
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Madden. There's no such thing as being pitiful. Even though I lost the game.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to get any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Is he going to quit? Is he going to quit? That's what I'm playing a game of. Is he gonna quit now? It's not even a game of Madden.
Boys, let's go. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And an alley to run. Past the 20. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Literally killing this kid.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Boom. 10-yard line.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
To the people who are watching this, I really do appreciate it. And I hope you guys
ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
Let's go 5 wide.
Jackson.
That's not just like to win the ball. That's all I want to do.
Now he'll pull it down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Subscribe to the channel if you already haven't.
Play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Pardon my English is not what it used to be.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I know for a fact that we got couple people.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good.
And the kindness.
So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn, that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side, learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board. Well done.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
There's no way around.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They line it. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 26.
But it's not showing up on the stream. It's not something I appreciate. My peer gonna concede the game. Maybe.
And a conversion there as well on 4th down.
First down, Ravens.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To the right side, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona 1st. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move, 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On third down, Drake. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Murray and company going for it on fourth. Buying time to his left. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist. Yeah, Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, Ingram. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
What? Go. Right, check, 59, 59. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Set, go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being precise.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. On third down, Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a set.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.
I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag a bulk me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
I do this for the family. I might just flow my that glowing hill. I'm giving they soldier chills. My truly cold is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way. Way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro. When you're supposed to pop in your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets. You can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet. This sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods. Damn it out the clay. You wish you could.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Minnesota Vikings. Steven Gostkowski now has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 2nd down, Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Cousins the thrower. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. They run. Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw is Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away? Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Brady's throw there complete. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And he's had great protection back there to throw, really been able to survey from the pocket.
That means the jersey stays clean, so the dry cleaning bill, that's reduced. It also means the trainer doesn't have to deal with him because he's not getting hit. Also means that he's able to find targets downfield at his leisure. That allows him to be really accurate.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, this one complete to Mohamed Sanu. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Cousins. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Cousins from the gun on third. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation. They find the...
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run it here. This is James White. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Switch. Mike's 54. Mike's 50. Hey, check it. Check. Let's go up. No, 66.
Throwing now is Brady. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. The 30. The 20. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's got White here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check the backer, check the backer.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
You think you gonna get this? He's checking. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get in them holes.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Here we go with Michelle, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady gives this to White. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Right there. 54, right there.
From the gun, it's Brady. He's got Sanu. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. On the ground, Michelle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Hey, Alabama. Right there. 54.
2nd down and goal. Brady. And he rifles one incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
33 yards that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Give to Cook out of the gun. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Kyle Van Noy gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing his Cousins, and this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Bailey's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of mid.
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Let's go,
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. A shotgun snap for Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
We got this.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Newton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a pass hauled in downfield. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. And the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Newton has the hook up here to Hogan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st down, Carolina.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Great.
On 1st down, Newton. And battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Check.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson now down around his goal line. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch 57. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw again. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, that's a nice job right there. Was looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to go up top for the... And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 1st down, it's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Newton now to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 48 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gano the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Let's go. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Snead's got it. A good pickup there at 22. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here,
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 10. Newton again. Forced out to his left. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 120. Jim. Check 99. Check 99. Slam. Check 3. Check.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Whirling. 57's the mic. Watch 57. He's time to win. Go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now the former Notre Damer. This is C.J. Procise. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll go special. Deeper.
It's 3rd and 10.
Not mine. Not mine. Still got 4 down.
Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
One flip.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. Dash in here, turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Here's Goff, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time, position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails? Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go, team.
They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his left. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. His carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 18. We got top line. 18.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams' 4-yard line.
Listen. Right stone. Come on. Move. Right there.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 4 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Gone. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Gone. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K.J. Wright coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. They go play action with Gurley. Now Gone. He'll buy some time right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Looking for Woods that time.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run with Procise. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Rams' 18-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yo.
To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
but, you know, writing down your ad.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Going up top for Kupp, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 2nd and 10, Goff again. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Out to his left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
24 is the mic. Good job right there. Good job right there. 24 is the mic. Shot. Easy, Green.
Wilson now. Going to throw again. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
One left, one left. 24.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Corey Littleton leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. He'll find Metcalf. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. Well, how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got a man, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 29, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Right back to Prosine.